Hey guys! Welcome to Whispers of Turkish Stars. All the details are in our video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this video before we dive in. Thank you so much. As the New Year glow spread across the entertainment world, a single post sent the internet into a frenzy centered around Elçin Sangu and Barış Arduç. A carousel of intimate, softly lit photos, the two of them laughing while decorating a Christmas tree, flashed across timelines and instantly became the night's obsession. The images looked unguarded and unposed, like a memory caught mid-laughter rather than a staged shoot. Fans passed them around with breathless captions, asking if they were witnessing the start of something more or just a holiday moment between two people with a storied on-screen past. The decorations were elegant and understated: garlands of silver, matte red baubles, a ribbon that curled around branches like warm velvet. Elçin's outfit, a red knit with white accents that echoed the season, brought out the fire in her hair, while Barış's clean, sporty style gave the scene a relaxed, down-to-earth feel. There were shots of them reaching for the same ornament and grinning, another where they glanced at each other and broke into laughter, as if sharing a joke no one else could hear. They didn't overperform for the camera, they just moved naturally around the tree, the room, each other. That authenticity led fans to label the moment too real, and the speculation didn't stop once the post ended. In the hours that followed, social media split into camps. Some insisted that this was nothing but a cozy holiday moment between close friends who know how to light up a room together. Others said these weren't the gestures of longtime colleagues, but the quiet ease of two people who had let a closeness take root. There was a chorus of comments repeating the same sentiments in different words: "Their chemistry is undeniable, we want a reunion. Is this the new year bringing an old flame back into the frame?" The fact that these two had once carried a series on the strength of their bond made every smile, every glance, feel like a deliberate tease. It all looked effortless, and that effortlessness was what set imaginations ablaze. Fans didn't only analyze the smiles. They studied everything. From the color of the couch to the way the lights reflected on framed art just at the edge of the shot. Some swore the sofa looked identical to one previously glimpsed in a separate post, others lined up screenshots to compare textures and decorative pieces that seemed to match older images, asking the same question again and again: were these photos taken in the same place, or had the two of them turned one living room into their shared holiday set? It was more than curiosity. It was a detective game, and people wanted to win. Then there was the caption. Under one image, Elçin wrote, "The spirit of the new year has wrapped our home." The phrasing didn't land like a throwaway line. Two little words, "our home," became the spark that shot this story into the stratosphere. Within minutes, the comments section swelled. Some read it as a playful nod to the shared homes they'd created on-screen before. Others took it directly, pairing it with the photos as proof of a deeper tie. Not long after, Barış wrote a short, understated comment punctuated simply with a heart, and that single symbol started trending in gossip columns. Was this nothing more than a wink to fans who have long begged for them to reunite in front of the camera? Or was it something more carefully meaningful, a message tucked inside an emoji? The industry took notice too. Colleagues liked the post and dropped comments like "you're glowing" or "may the new year bring you both all the luck." That chorus became its own headline, because love from within the industry doesn't arrive without context. People who have worked with them, who know how they operate, reserved with their private lives, careful with their public steps, weren't just watching, they were joining the applause. And given how often rumors about the pair have surfaced over the years, their silence now made everything feel loaded. Were they doubling down on their usual strategy, saying nothing and letting the world talk? Or did the timing suggest a deliberate choice, a soft launch for something fans have begged to see, whether in life or on screen? Behind the scenes, whispers grew louder. Some sources claimed that the duo had been spotted with friends in a quiet circle in the weeks leading up to New Year's, attending low-key gatherings but never aligning themselves publicly at events. If true, the holiday post felt like a candid slice from those private nights, a warmth that wasn't rehearsed, just captured. And yet, the pair's commitment to keeping their personal lives tucked away from public speculation remained well known. Any sign that escaped their carefully drawn lines would never be meaningless. If they wanted mystery, they certainly found it. Another storyline emerged, one that comforted fans who get nervous when rumors leap ahead of facts. What if this was about work? What if the post was a breadcrumb trail for a reunion? An elegant way to say, yes, we still make magic together, stay tuned. Producers were said to be paying attention to the tidal wave of engagement, measuring it, tweeting cryptic reactions, and letting the phone calls flow. The idea alone that a single photo set could pivot a whole slate of plans sent the internet into a celebratory frenzy. Before long, threads brimming with possible plots, episode counts, and genres filled comment sections, each theory more confident than the last. And yet, those details in the photos kept turning up new questions. A cluster of gift boxes sat neatly beneath the tree, wrapped with a meticulous hand, but without tags or names. The number of boxes, the way the ribbons matched the ornaments and the garland, all suggested thoughtfulness, intention, maybe even a tradition shared. There was a carefulness to it that spoke louder than any caption. People zoomed in, circled the edges, and posted comparisons. Could all of this have been coincidence? Social media doesn't believe in coincidence, not when it comes to Elçin and Barış. What made the night so electric was not just what we saw, but what we've seen before. Fans remembered the way these two held a frame together, turning simple dialogue into notes of a song that lingered long after the credits. They remembered interviews where both kept personal boundaries firmly in place, and yet somehow still looked like the best-kept secret in the room when they stood side by side. That contrast made the post feel supercharged, a moment of ease from two people who are usually masters of careful distance. As the days ticked down to midnight, the speculation machine spun faster. Commenters asked whether the timing, such a romantic evening so close to the new year, was an intentional flourish. Was it a hint of a new page? Or a clever reset of the narrative to position them for a professional return? Either way, the impact was immediate. The photos were named among the first viral gossip moments that would color 2026. People started placing bets on whether a follow-up would arrive on New Year's Eve, or during the first hours of the year, or not at all. Silence, of course, amplifies everything. With no follow-up statements, no clarifying interviews, no official announcements, what remained was the feeling those pictures created. Warmth. A sense of familiarity. A return. Some fans read the energy as romance slipping into view. Others stood their ground that friendship can look like this too, especially when two people understand each other's rhythms better than most. But even those who dismissed the idea of love admitted that if the two shared a second set of photos from the same space, the same garland, the same glow falling across that couch, then the rumor mill would only spin harder. Gossip columnists doubled down on a key point. When figures as magnetic as Elçin Sangu and Barış Arduç occupy the same frame, it's enough to set off alarms. Their names, together, carry a specific electricity, and anything that resembles intimacy, shared laughter, inside jokes, crowded frames with soft edges, inevitably becomes a headline. Industry insiders claimed that the pair had chosen a period of quiet leading into the holiday precisely so that this one moment would resonate. Not as a shock, not as a scandal, but as a carefully curated reveal. If true, it's a masterclass in building anticipation without saying a single word. Others disagreed, suggesting that what we saw wasn't strategy at all, it was the relaxed ease of two people who trust one another. When you're comfortable, your shoulders drop, your smile changes, and a festive room becomes something close to home. Whether you're teasing a collaboration or simply sharing a sliver of your reality, the effect is the same: people notice, people talk, people hope. Fan communities were relentless. They revisited past interviews, decoding lines that sounded innocent a year ago and now played like foreshadowing. They stitched together memories: a glance on a red carpet, a sudden burst of laughter during a panel, the way their names bloom when placed together in a headline. Producers kept watching. Streaming platforms reportedly watched too, clocking metrics as the post jackknifed across conversations. What started as lights on a tree began to look like the spark for something far bigger. It didn't help that insider whispers kept suggesting that the two had agreed, at least for a while, to keep life beyond work quiet. A pact, some said. A low profile, especially during the end-of-year rush, when speculation tends to overshadow everything else. If that was the plan, the photos might have complicated it. How long can privacy hold once warmth like this splashes across a timeline? The more natural the images felt, the harder it became to believe that the lid could remain sealed. As the clock moved closer to midnight, followers began checking their phones almost hourly, hungry for another hint. Would there be a toast photo? A Tumug Xano window moment? A short clip of them placing the star atop the tree? Each imagined update sent threads into overdrive, and every hour that passed without one made the original photos feel even heavier with subtext. If a second post came from the same location, the rumor would double itself. If it didn't, the silence would be read as strategy. The noise wouldn't quiet down. Some emphasized the possibility of a work reunion, a subtle, elegant rollout for a project that understands the pair's allure. Others insisted that the warmth in the images couldn't be staged, that something personal had found its way into the frame. But even the most fevered speculation held one truth: whether the story is about love, friendship, or simply the season's glow, its ripple effect will last. You don't put two people like this under one roof of light and expect the internet to shrug. And so we end with the most familiar truth of all. A single step at the start of the year can redraw the map. One statement, one photo, one candid laugh can spin the entire conversation on its axis. This time, the conversation belongs to Elçin Sangu and Barış Arduç. Maybe this was a holiday toast to old magic. Maybe it was the first page of something new. Maybe it was both. For now, there's only the softness of ornaments catching light, hands brushing as decorations are hung, and a caption that mentions our home. It's everything and nothing at once, and that's why no one can stop talking about it. This is where we'll leave it for tonight. If you enjoyed being here with us, make sure you subscribe to Whispers of Turkish Stars and share this video. We'll be watching along with you, waiting to see whether the next post is a scene from a set or a chapter from life itself. Goodbye.